So Donald Trump and Elon Musk's beef has continued to bubble up. In the wake of the big, beautiful bill now being in the Senate, and they're trying to get it passed and sent to Donald Trump's desk, Elon Musk is now threatening to primary anybody in support of the big, beautiful bill. Elon Musk took to Twitter to let everyone know he would be making this attempt, claiming if it was the last thing he did on this earth, this is what he would do. Musk said this. Musk wrote his short-lived X silence about the bill over the weekend. He's been talking about it extensively. That's the reason why he went full crash out on Trump. He unloads on the bill for it being utterly insane. On Monday, Musk criticized every member of Congress who campaigned on reducing government spending, and then immediately voted for the biggest debt increase in history. He vows that they will lose their primary next year if it is the last thing I do on this earth. So Elon Musk is basically threatening to dedicate the rest of his life toward beefing with Donald Trump. Now, as you all know, the reason why Donald Trump and Elon Musk had their nasty little fallout is because in the big bullshit bill, Donald Trump is cutting EV credits, making it basically decentivizing, people to buy, electric vehicles. So when you're filing your federal income tax, you could have a non-refundable tax credit that you can claim for EV vehicles, up to $4,000, up to $7,500. Donald Trump's psychotic administration, which is determined to destroy this planet, has removed those tax credits, further decentivizing the American public to buy EV. Elon Musk, in the wake of his shenanigans, his Nazism, his misogyny, his insanity, has been costing Tesla millions and millions of dollars. And in the wake of all that money loss, all that financial loss, Elon Musk is not accepting any other losses since. He is determined to maintain as much financial income as humanly possible. So Elon Musk is not accepting the cutting of the EV tax credits. Donald Trump, however, doesn't care. Elon Musk got himself in this mess by supporting Donald Trump and by vocalizing his absolutely insane, morally bankrupt beliefs. Now finding himself destroying his popularity and his finances, Elon Musk is determined and desperate to stop Trump and friends from cutting these tax credits. It all culminates today in a reporter asking Donald Trump, would you deport Elon Musk in the wake of everything he's been doing? And Donald Trump sits there and says, I don't know, we'll need to look into that. We need to look into that.
I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies, Peter. But Elon's very upset that the EV mandate is going to be terminated. And you know what? When you look at it, not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. I want to have maybe gasoline, maybe electric, maybe a hybrid, maybe someday a hydrogen. If you have a hydrogen car,
We're done with the ranting. Look, the reality is EV is the future. Donald Trump clearly has an opportunity to help the United States lead in a particular industry, and instead is determined to just completely sabotage it because conservatives are determined to destroy this planet and embolden and empower the rich instead of paying attention to science and paying attention to the clear path that humanity is going down. Donald Trump pretends to be so obsessed with China, and then when China has a clear advantage with EV vehicles, China's not wasting time. I'm sure the Europeans would be more than happy to jump on this as well. Donald Trump is more than happy to allow the United States to miss an incredibly important and, beneficial economic advantage and opportunity. Also, he can, I guess, keep going down the conservative grift of we hate EV and we want gasoline because we're conservative. That's literally all this is about. Now, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are pure comedy. Donald Trump sits there and is asked, would you deport Elon Musk? And Donald Trump says, I don't know, we'll have to see. And if you look at the comments section in a lot of the videos reporting on this, conservatives are in the comments section, Donald Trump never said he would deport Elon Musk. The mainstream media are a bunch of liars. But if you actually listen to what this lady asks Trump, she asks him, would you deport Elon Musk? She asks the seated president of the United States, would you deport the richest man in the world, yes or no? Donald Trump doesn't sit there and say, no. He sits there and says, I don't know, we'll see. He literally says, I don't know, we will see. Then he says, we might have to sick Doge on Elon Musk. The monster he created might have to eat him. That's what Trump says. So he's basically not only leaving up a threat of I'll deport you, but I'll also repossess all of your shit. I'll cut the waste and fraud of your enterprises, of your businesses. How about that? All that government funding toward your programs, your companies, cut. How about that? Waste and fraud, cut. How about that? That's literally what Trump is saying. And you can find conservatives still playing the victim, saying clickbait, clickbait. They can't fucking listen. The lady literally sits there and asks him, would you deport Elon Musk? And this nigga sits there and says, I don't know, we'll have to see. Conservatives are out of their minds. They will create alternate realities at will. Wizards of Waverly Place, just wands opening up portals and all kind of, they just make up their own reality. Donald Trump is literally on camera, literally thinking about maybe he might possibly deport the richest man on the planet. These two are pure comedy, by the way, Elon Musk and Trump. The reason why Elon Musk went on social media and called Donald Trump a pedo is specifically because of this conversation. Because of Donald Trump trying to cut the EV tax credits through the big, beautiful bill. Elon Musk doing so much damage to his reputation, to his finances, to his companies. Elon Musk is not taking any more losses than he can help. Donald Trump doesn't fucking care, though. He doesn't care. He's the president now. Congress is at his every whim. They do his bidding. He doesn't care about how this inconveniences Musk. Musk chose to pump millions, hundreds of millions behind Donald Trump. Musk chose to purchase the presidency, destroying institutions meant to protect the American people from greedy corporations, destroying institutions meant to regulate companies like Elon Musk's. Elon Musk bought the presidency. Donald Trump is thinking, I gave you what you wanted. What's the problem? You asked for this. You walked down this path. And Donald Trump, of course, is the most disloyal cretin rat you've ever seen. So, of course, when Elon needs a favor, Trump doesn't sit there and say, we're going to go EV. I'll save the environment because I'm so great. Instead, it's fuck the environment. Fuck Elon Musk. And if I might deport the nigga. I might deport him. We'll see. What kills me is the conservatives in the comment section of this video saying it's clickbait. What is clickbait about somebody asking the president, would you deport Elon Musk, and his sister, and says, I don't know, is he? He's literally basically threatening Elon. Bro, Trump knows what he's doing. You think Trump didn't know what he was doing when he went on social media and said, we're going to have to cut some of Elon Musk's programs, government funding. We're going to have to cut some of that. That's what made Elon Musk go crazy on Twitter when Trump literally threatened. So Trump wants to cut the EV tax credit. Elon Musk goes on social media calling the big, beautiful bill one of the worst pieces of legislation he's ever heard of in his life. He starts to acknowledge all of the things in the bill that hurts the American people only because his ass is on the line. Trump then responds by playing mafioso, basically saying, well, maybe you have to cut Elon Musk's funding. How about that? And Elon says, oh, well, you're a pedo. How about that? So that's literally how this is escalated. So now the reporter's like, man, that bitch ass nigga Elon, what you think about him? You might deport him? Trump's in there, I don't know, was he? So clearly we know what this is crazy. This is the craziest timeline ever. This is actually, not only is it entertaining, it is fucking insane. It is insane. It is unreal. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. The president of the United States threatening to deport the richest man on the planet. I'm not mad about it, by the way. I'm not saying, no, keep Elon. I'm not mourning Elon Musk being deported. Don't get me wrong here. But this is an unfolding of events the likes of which you've never seen before. Like, this is absolutely entertaining. And to watch conservatives, like, absolutely, like, just be mad and they're mauling at mainstream media for asking. She asked a question. Trump answered. What the fuck? Like, how is the mainstream media the bad guy for asking him if he would deport Elon? He literally just sat there and said, hey, like, we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. And conservatives are still pretending like Elon Musk didn't say what he said. He literally accused Trump of being, an Epstein gang member, like a member of the Epstein squad, a molester. You know what MAGA hasn't done? They haven't asked anything about it. Joe Rogan's biggest response to Elon Musk's bombshell was somebody needs to take that guy's phone. completely ignoring the pictures of and video of Trump and Epstein hanging around, dancing around, checking out girls, all of that. Just gonna ignore it. Trump flying around in one of Epstein's old decommissioned jets. We don't care. But these people are fucking, they're not even, they're literally just NPCs. NPCs. These people are literally non-playable characters in the flesh. I don't know who's controlling them, what their script is. I don't know what their fucking coding is. I don't know who's running the computer game of this universe. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all are doing a great job with MAGA. Very entertaining, very funny. Everyone's saying it. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Donald Trump literally asked if he would deport Musk. Literally sits there and says, I don't know, we'll see. And somehow the mainstream media somehow still is the bad guy in all of this. Not even Musk for calling their Lord and Savior a pedo. Not Trump for being right hand, the friend of a close friend of a pedo. And somehow, still to this very moment, the mainstream media is the bad guy. Trump and Elon Musk at war. We'll see what happens. This is crazy.